Only one word. What do you think about the audience?
Energy.
Amazing.
Fun.
Co-performers.
Friendly.
God gifted.
Amazingly talented. Oh, that's 2 words.
Tonight, it's going to be the Voices of Bollywood Night 2025 that happened a couple of weeks back. We have 3 amazing singers, Arjun, Medha, and Shruti. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we really enjoyed this show. It was a lot of fun.
So you want to introduce yourself? I can do the introduction. I will start by saying Arjun, the amazing Arjun. That's what entire Houston is saying. I mean, yesterday I was at a party and they all came back and said, they are pretty much Hindi people, and so the first thing they said was Arjun was amazing. So let's continue with Arjun, amazing Arjun. You can introduce yourself.
Well, thank you so much, and please convey the same to all the people who attended. You know, I really appreciate that, and I had so much fun. I thought the audience was just fantastic. Loved their energy and engagement in the shows. It was great. So a bit about me. I'm a singer-songwriter here in Austin. I have sung in films. I was in a few reality shows. You can read about me on my bio online. But I love, I love doing music. Whether it's posting covers on social media or writing my own, Hindi songs, and I love particularly singing Hindi songs. So this show was very enjoyable for me. So yeah, thanks so much for having us.
Welcome. Thank you so much for coming. And I can't even express. It was just, and you came here for the second time. So the first time itself, we were all bowled out, but second time was top notch. Anyway, next up is Medha. With your sweet voice, you mesmerized everyone. That's a good word. Mesmerizing Medha. I have to come something for Shruti now. So Medha, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Medha Anantuni. I'm a rising junior here in Austin, and ever since I can remember, I've been singing and dancing. And so the fact that I got an opportunity to perform with these 2 wonderful singers was just super amazing for me. And I really enjoyed it. So thank you for having me.
Thank you. Next up is Shruti, sweet Shruti. She has such a sweet voice, and she's a local person. I have seen Shruti maybe from 3 years old, and I can't believe she said she's going to law school. Welcome to the show, Shruti. You can say a few more words about yourself.
Thank you so much for having me, Auntie. Yes, it's so special for me to be here and sing with these 2 incredibly talented singers. And yeah, I've been a part of the Houston music community for basically as long as I can remember. I've been singing with people from Houston, a lot of Carnatic things. So I don't often sing like Bollywood songs, so that made this opportunity all the more special for me because it was so much fun. I had such a blast.
You have all done different shows. I'm pretty sure, Arjun, you are doing show every weekend to a jam-packed audience and all. So what do you think, what was unique about this? I mean, first of all, we had it in the church, not a regular auditorium. So what do you think, what stood up, and what do you think was something different about this show that you did?
Yeah, I can go first. So, I mean, to start off, these days I mostly do South Indian shows. So obviously being a Bollywood only show itself was different for me. But then on top of that, with a lot of shows, we come with a set list, we perform the set list, and we leave, kind of thing. But this was very different in that we designed the entire set list, and carefully thought through everything. I would say we spent a lot more time and effort to really carefully put together a Bollywood experience.
And not only that, I think you had to invest a lot of time with the orchestra. That was also like, normally you go and sing and the backup people pick it up. I think because we flew in artists from different areas and you're not familiar with them, I think that took a lot of time and effort, even during the rehearsal and even during the setup that day. Don't you agree with that?
No, that's absolutely true. It's very different from, your karaoke shows where you just play whatever tracks people want to hear, kind of thing. Like, there was a lot more coordination with this one. And Abhishek and I really wanted to carefully craft a beautiful experience that where we had a good set of a good set list of songs that kind of span different eras, and really met kind of what the audience was looking for. And we were really happy with the output. We were also happy that we had a good team of artists to perform and actually make that set list really effective on stage, right? So
I think also I would like to add one more thing, because we are talking about what was different. Naga has never played a tabla. So we told him, you need to play the tabla. So he took it upon himself, and I think he delivered a pretty good job.
I thought so.
How about you? Yeah. How about you, Medha?
I think, okay, I'm not as experienced as Arjunanna doing shows left and right. But for me, I think the milestone here was performing with a live orchestra. I've never done that before, so I thought that was super special for me. And just like not only interacting with them, learning how to pick up cues and, learning what goes on behind the scenes, I think was really interesting for me. So I thought that was a nice experience for me.
Okay. How about you, Sruthi?
Yeah, I absolutely agree. First thing I want to say, though, to piggyback off of what Arjun said, is that he and Abhishek absolutely blew it out of the water with the set list. It was incredible. I think everyone enjoyed it so much. Every single song was absolutely amazing and perfect. And even all the medleys, every single song that went into the medley was so perfectly curated. And I think that was one of the best things of the entire show. And yeah, about the orchestra, they were all so phenomenal too. Like, it was so amazing the way that we were just all able to come together. You could really see how everyone was just such a musical fan. Like, you have to really love music to just come together and make it work and be like, oh, I like that idea. I like this idea. Let's just do this together. So I loved that.
Moving on to the next question. Definitely, any program we do, it's not going to be a smooth thing. We put a great show in front of the audience, but what happens in the back, only few of us know. So what do you think was chaotic, and how did you manage to get over it and come and do this show? Or even funny moments you had? I can start with one chaotic thing. What was his name? The drummer. You were all there on the stage. He was not there. He was still driving back. I don't know how many of you knew that. I was right outside in the door waiting for him. I said, where are you? Where are you? And finally he showed up, So those kind of and Abhishek said, we are going without him, no matter what. Abhishek is always particular about timing. 7 o'clock means 7 o'clock it needs to start. So that was I had a heart attack moment. What if this man doesn't show up, So that was one really chaotic thing that was happening downstairs when you were all getting ready. Arjun?
Yeah, I think the whole thing, sorry, I just want to put my answer together. I think the fact that everyone is coming from different parts of the country, right?
Yeah.
There was a lot of coordination that was done in the month leading to it. We had a lot of calls. I had calls with the singers. I had calls with the band to coordinate, everyone's parts, make sure that everyone was kind of squared away in what they had to do. But as you can do all the coordination you want, but ultimately, you need time to spend together and actually rehearse and talk through things. And because everyone is coming from out of town, we only had like less than a day to put this together, right? So
I know.
you know, it was
even getting ready. I think you didn't have much time to get ready. You were mentioning, you needed like, it's nice to be calm, composed, sit there for a few minutes, and then come to the stage. I think that will help the singers and the performers more than like, really rushing, coming.
Yeah.
I felt that was happening. I don't know about you all.
Yeah, I mean that was certainly a challenge. I think everything was kind of jam packed. Like we had sound check right before the show, which, but, I mean, obviously, there was no getting around it. That was kind of the situation. And I think considering everything, we all, managed through everything really well. And I think that's how it is, right? No matter what goes on behind the scenes, when you get on stage, you have to, be in show mode and good show, right? That's kind of our job, right, as artists. So I think we all did a good job and we pulled it off, despite all the challenges. And I think what made it very effective, us being able to put the show together, with less than a day of actual in-person rehearsal time, was the fact that everyone was so friendly. Everyone was, willing to hear each other out. And we were able to work together very effectively. One thing, kind of adding to the previous question you asked about what made this show special, right? I think the team was very friendly, and that's a big thing, right? Because, I've been in shows where I've worked with people who aren't as friendly, and, it's a little trickier in those situations, but this was definitely not one of those.
More of a team cooperation, am I right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what it is. And I saw that, how things were unfolding. Anyway, thank you. How about you, Medha?
I think for me, I thought that like it was very chaotic in the very beginning. In the very first practice session, we all had gotten there, and not everyone, like not all the instrumentalists were there, and so we were trying to run through songs, yet we couldn't, hear the finished product. So we would run through the same songs when the next person came. And so like I think the first night we weren't able to run through our entire set list, which I think made me a little bit panicked. But as Arjunanna said, the team was just so nice and so easy to work with that like no matter if we had more time or the same amount of time, I think we would have like done so well either way. On a lighter note though, something that's so memorable from our practice sessions is the water bottles.
Yes.
Shruti's water bottle would be somewhere, okay, and it'll be knocked down every single time. I don't know how, I don't know what magic was in it, but that was something it was our little thing. So I really enjoyed that.
How about you?
Definitely for me too. Yeah.
Water bottle, yes. But yeah, I agree with everything they both said. Definitely one of the most special things about this show is how well we all gelled together and we just all got along. Yeah, the water bottle was definitely an obstacle. But yeah. Sorry, Auntie.
Finish. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say another memorable moment I had is just like hanging out. Me and Medha got really close, and even though we didn't have much time to get ready, like you were saying, Auntie, it was fun us doing our makeup in a rush and rushing there, and that's all such fond memories for me. So even though it was all chaotic, even though we had like 36 hours of all of us together, it was like 36 consecutive hours of like true genuine fun, and like a lot of us just getting together and doing music, and like every minute of it was very joyful and memorable.
And also, when in spite of the difficult rehearsal time slot and all, I think the end result was just flawless. See, normally in a music show, one will go off, Shruti, or something will happen, because it was such a continuous selection of songs that you all sang. There wasn't a light, people were not getting bored or lose interest, walk away. If you notice, no one walked away. So that itself shows the amount of grip you had on them in spite of the little bit of difficulties you faced.
I'm really
Okay.
glad to hear that. And I think the reason for that is we spent a lot of time and effort planning everything, from the set list order to just making sure everyone was kind of aware of the plan and kind of level setting, or, telling everyone, hey, let's just be on top of it. Whenever our song is up, let's get ready to get on stage. So that level of coordination was there, which allowed us.
There was no time lag, between the first song. First of all, I think some of them were medley that were put together. So like you were able to transition. The transition was just amazing from one song to another song. Changing your Shruti and changing everything. It was just, and you did not allow people to think or chit chat. Oh, it's more that time thing was just how do I put it? It was so tight. Nobody could do like, oh, what is going to happen? Talk with the next person. There was no time because the next song was coming and people were really enjoying, and it became an interactive also at some point, especially the older songs. We have videos of Gayatri recording everything and she's singing with the video. And she's made a comment on posting also. Pardon me singing because I could not help, the songs were too good. So I think overall, when you look at it, the little bit of hardship that you face during the rehearsal or during the setting up, I think when you look at the final video, nobody will know, that, you had such short time to put this show together with all of them. The flautist, the bass person flying in from Boston, am I right? Or from California, and the other person flying in from Boston, so I think kudos to you all. I don't think this kind of caliber program happens that often, and the commitment and the passion you have for this music, that I think that resulted in this amazing program. Unless you are very passionate about, and Abhishek is a perfectionist and Bala is a perfectionist, so for Abhishek to agree to do something unless it is really good, he won't do. And I think you all walked the same line, so the net result was just amazing. The next question is, you had when we started the program, we had about less than 50 people, and I was wondering what happened to all the 200 people that RSVP'd. But at the end of the program, we had about 225 people, which was just amazing. With the short amount of time we had to, because we had too many things going on and we could not push it also that much. So what is one note that you will send to everyone who showed up that day to enjoy this amazing program? Arjun?
Like I said at the very beginning, what I really loved about the audience was just the level of engagement and how much they enjoyed it and the energy they brought. And one thing I forgot to mention in the first question that you asked, one thing that was really special about this was the sing-along aspect of the show. Abhishek and I both really wanted to make this an interactive experience and not just kind of a one-way, we sing, they listen. We wanted to kind of really engage the community, through this show. So that was something that I was really happy that we did, even going to the extent of projecting the lyrics on the screen
that was so good, because I know the songs, but I don't know the words. So it was very convenient for us to read the lyrics when you are singing, so that that was a brilliant idea. That was just too brilliant.
Yeah.
And the church had such good projections. Normally, the projector will go this angle, that angle, but it was just crisp and clear and know everybody. Even I was sitting in the back and I could read the words. So projection was just fantastic idea.
Yeah. So to answer your question, what I would tell the audience is thank you so much for the love and the energy and for coming out. And we had a wonderful time with y'all, and we'd love to come again and recreate that experience.
Oh, definitely. I don't know whether I told you, one of my friend called me and she said that your mom and she went to the same school in Pondicherry, and she wanted to come, and she came and she met your mom. So that was really nice,
I'm glad. Yeah, that's so beautiful.
Yeah. Medha?
So as Arjuna said, thank you so much for coming and for bearing with me. So please.
No. That is bearing with you. You are just okay. On the same note, you need to sing that song. What is that song?
Lag Jagale.
Lag Jagale. I was crying, Medha, when you sang that.
Fantastic.
Unbelievably beautiful voice. Sing that.
Auntie, I kid you not, like my favorite part of the show was Lag Jagale. Like
it was just the whole church was vibrating, and the atmosphere, it was just amazing. And Gayatri recorded it. I would have gone back and played it so many times. So you need to sing that.
And I think it should be said, obviously Medha did a fantastic job, but I also want to give credit to the keyboardist, Siddharth, for the jazz arrangement. I think it was a combination
all together,
all those things that just created that experience. And then Abhishek and Vishwesh on the bass, like they supported Medha and the keyboard, Siddharth really well, right? So it was a real team effort and very beautiful moment. My favorite moment of the show.
Absolutely.
Okay. Can you sing a couple of lines?
Yeah, sure. हमको मिली है आज घड़िया नसीब से जी भर के देख लीजिए हमको करीब से फिर आपके नसीब में ये बात हो न हो शायद फिर इस जन्म में मुलाकात हो न हो लग जा गले
Okay. Next up is Shruti. What is one thing that you want to tell the audience? And after that, you definitely, Nannare was a big hit there. Maybe you can sing few lines of Nannare, and then we'll go back to Arjun to finish off the singing portion. So what is one thing you want to tell the audience? And it's a local audience. You knew most of them.
Yes. It was so special singing in front of, everybody that I've seen growing up. A lot of them came up to me. They were like, wow, I didn't know you had so much, party energy in you. It was very sweet. But yeah, one thing I would say to all of them is, just like everybody else said, thank you. Just thank you so much for coming and supporting. And like you said, it's a local audience. It's the audience that's been seeing me sing since I was a kid. And I would tell them thank you, not just for showing up this time, but for showing up every single time since I was a kid, because that's what makes me want to keep singing.
I think for everyone, you singing the Bollywood side must have been a new thing, because we always see you in the Carnatic music side. You perform in temple and other programs. So for me also, this is the first time I'm hearing you sing the Bollywood song. So you were amazing. You want to sing a couple of lines of Nannare?
Yeah,
because the pitch was, I don't know how you went all the way up.
Thank you so much, Auntie. It was so special singing for you too. Yeah, I would be happy to sing some Nannare. Barisore megha megha barisore megha megha barisore megha bariso barisore megha megha barisore megha megha barisore megha bariso मीठा है कोसा है बारिश का बोसा है कोसा है बारिश का बोसा है नन्नारे 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 नन्नारे.
Very nice, very nice, very nice. So we'll finish the singing portion with Arjun. What are you going to do, Abhina?
I can, yeah.
Do one, the yesterday's, not the current songs, whichever you are comfortable with.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
old songs.
Yeah. So
Because I'm old.
don't look at Auntie. And then so noise cancellation and turn it off, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And all of us are going to mute.
Okay. अभी अभी तो आए हो, अभी अभी तो, अभी अभी तो आए हो, बहार बन के छाए हो, हवा जरा महक तो ले, नजर जरा बहक तो ले, ये शाम ढल तो ले जरा, ये दिल संभल तो ले जरा, मैं थोड़ी देर जी तो लूं, नशे के घूंट पी तो लूं, नशे के घूंट पी तो लूं, बुरा ना मानो बात का, ये प्यार है गिला नहीं, अभी ना जाओ छोड़ कर, के दिल अभी भरा नहीं.
I think Mohammed Rafi will rise up and come and see who is doing this. Just amazing. What I want to add is all of you are here, and for you to sing the words so properly with the correct dialect and correct thing, that is just amazing. Because how hard it is. Like India has so many languages. Each language is very hard, and you are a Telugu and we are Tamil. Tamil is one of the most difficult language that you can learn also. But for you all to, the aksharam or the ucharipu, which is very important, because I see people talking Tamil. I don't know what they are talking, okay? And they must have been born and brought up in North India. They cannot speak Tamil. It's like mix of Hindi and Tamil. But to speak itself is such a difficult task, Hindi or Tamil. If you ask me to speak Hindi, Bala will be laughing, I'll try to communicate with my maid with whatever one word, two words, somehow I'll get it. But for you all, where you don't have that exposure to learn the language properly, and not only that, the bhavam, okay, how you enjoy and sing, unless you know the meaning, that kind of an emotion you will not be able to enact. I think kudos to all of you. Kudos. It's just like, that is why the song, when you hear the song, it is so pleasing. If you say Abhina Choda, no, it will not, that emotion. You are like able to recreate Mohammed Rafi in that song. I think that is definitely a God's gift to you. It doesn't happen overnight, or it doesn't happen just like that for all of you. It's definitely your hard work, your grit, your passion, your dedication. And that is why that song is coming. It's not like, it's not like a karaoke where you play the music with the lyrics, I can sing. No, it is the passion to sing. And that is why the song comes out very well. And God bless you all. I cannot even tell you how much blessings and that we can all shower on you, because you all need to take this up to the next level. Continue to sing what you are doing, because you bring so much joy with this kind of a talent that you have, and not everyone is gifted to do this. Everybody can sing, but can you touch people's heart? I think you three can do that, and that is what this podcast message should carry forward, is how talented you are. Everybody has talent, but the talent that you are able to take it to the next notch, where even after 3 weeks, if people are coming and telling me the songs were just amazing, because of the dedication and passion, and more than anything, the language, the dialect, the way you sing, everything, it's like a package thing. Okay, it's not just picking up a song and singing. And I think that's what happened, and that's how the magic was created that day, especially with the old songs. be this one or the other songs, that whole entire medley is just amazing. Kudos to you all. Quick fire round, only one word. What do you think about the audience? Arjun.
Energy.
Medha.
Amazing.
Shruti.
Fun.
Fun. Okay, yeah, it was fun. JU and all were dancing, so it was fun. And how about Arjun, about your co-performers? Not only these two, the rest of the entire team.
Friendly.
Finally, Medha.
God gifted.
Fantastic.
Amazingly talented. Oh, that's 2 words. Talented.
Okay. And the last question is overall performances. The whole package I already described, but I want to hear from you all. How did you feel? 100%?
Impactful.
Impactful.
Perfect.
Oh, you took mine. I'm just going to say spectacular.
That is lovely. As I told you for the past 30 minutes, I would have told you 10 times how amazing you are. We can't wait for you to come back and do a Bollywood show. I think you all should start working together. As she said, P. Sushila, S. Janaki, SPB will be a very big hit. All those things. So again, best wishes, loads of blessings from Goddess Saraswati and every single person that you come across. Let them shower you with all the good wishes and good blessings for you all to continue to succeed in this musical journey. I know you're all, and I also want to add, see, this is not your full-time profession. You all have something going on. That's what I always tell people in India, okay? When they come and say, Abhishek is a fantastic violinist, I said, that is one part, but he has a full-time job where he works 20 hours a day. So to do that, and this country is brutal, according to me. It's not an easy country to live, where you have to do everything, fend for yourself. You have to do everything. You're not going to sit here and I can get a cup of coffee. That is not going to happen. You have to really go do that. In spite of all the difficulties with a full-time job and all, you guys are just blessed. You are amazingly talented. Wishing you loads of blessings. I always tell this to Abhishek and Anand, loads of blessings. So loads of blessings from our family to yours. And we will see how we can get you all back. Soon Shruti is going somewhere, so we need to work out all the details.
I'll be back.
Thank you so much. I don't have words to express how much normally, even after 3 weeks, we feel so good about this show. So thank you so much on behalf of the RAC board and also behalf of the Balakrishnan family. Thank you so much. Best wishes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Auntie. Thank you to the entire board for having us. We really enjoyed it.